Hey guys, today I want to go over some rock beats that incorporate 16th notes now on the bass drum. So some of these are going to land between our 8th note rhythms that we're playing on the hi-hat or the ride cymbal. So let me go over a couple of these with you. We're either going to have one and-a or one e-and I split them up. You'll have some with either one or the other, but I haven't incorporated them both in the same measure. So anyway, we're either going to have this rhythm, one and okay, so if I played two after that, and one and two, and one and two. So just be careful that you're landing right in that hole there, okay? So that's a one and a rhythm, and then there's also the one e and rhythm. One e and. Again, it's landing right between the two hi-hats. One e. All right, one and two and that sort of thing. Okay, and this kind of brings up a point or a way to approach some of these exercises. Some of them can look a little bit busy and a little overwhelming maybe at first, but here's a little tip. If drum music has not really been standardized, we're getting closer in terms of the way it's written, but we are getting closer to having a consistent way that they're going to give you some of these rhythms. The way I have drawn these out is where we have everything sort of appearing from the top down, right? Everything is sort of connected to the cymbal beaming, right? So this is really the first rhythm that we have. This is the number one here. And what I'm going to suggest is to maybe look at these rhythms where you're solely looking at, I don't know if that's coming out, but you're solely looking at the beaming. You're not even looking at the notes. Who cares what the notes are right now? You're simply going to get an idea of how you're going to be counting these rhythms. In other words, I look at this and I say 1 and a 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and a 4 and. So already I know pretty much how I'm going to have to count these. And then I can look down here and say, oh, there's a bass drum there and a snare drum on whatever beat. Okay, this works very well for rhythms that maybe look a little overwhelming at first. So you can kind of get an overall idea of how you're going to be counting them, and then it's a little easier to navigate through them. So anyway, let's go through these. 1 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 3 and 4. Okay, I'm just going to play each one twice. I think you get the basic idea what's going on with that. I'm going to switch to the ride here and play the second one. Same sort of rhythm. Watch out that we don't have, well, we're not playing directly on beat 3, but whatever. Count the overall rhythm, 1 and 2 and 3 and a 4 and 1 and a 2 and 3 and 4 and a, and you will be fine. Here's the second one. Okay. Third one. 1, 3 and 1 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 3 and 4. Okay. Switch back up to the ride. Here's the next one. Here's where we switch to e-ands, just so you're aware. The overall count for this one, 1 and 2 e-and, 3 and 4 and, 1 e-and, 2 and, 3 and 4 and. Kind of sing that in your head a couple times and then go ahead and approach it. Okay? 1 Okay, next page. Back to the hi-hat. 1 and 1 and 1 and okay. Next one. 1 last but not least, 1 and 3 and Okay? With all of these, there's no shame in playing each one maybe 10 times, 20 times, whatever, until you really have it. Nor is there any shame in playing one measure at a time and just playing the crap out of that until you can really own it. That's perfectly acceptable. The next step would be to perhaps play one right into the other. Maybe play each one twice and then go on into the next one. I'll do that with just the first two, and I'll switch cymbals between. Okay? 1, 2, 3, and 1, and 3, and 1, and 3, and 1, and 3, and 1. Okay? Have fun with these, and don't be afraid to mix it up a little bit. In other words, if you're feeling confident with all these beats and you want to try to improvise a fill between one set of 4 bars and another set of 4 bars, just have at it. Have fun with them. As always, probably a good idea to make sure you're checking in with the metronome, focus on quieter dynamic levels, and the time is really the most important thing, not necessarily trying to get from the top of the page to the bottom. If you can count all these nice and clean and keep a nice steady tempo, you're doing great. So thanks for watching.